His mother said this, quote, "If Jacob knew what was going on, the violence and the destruction, he would be very unpleased." I'm going to welcome into our conversation civil rights attorney and former prosecutor David Henderson, and my friend and colleague, the Rev. Al Sharpton, host of Politics Nation here on MSNBC and president of the National Action Network. I don't want to rush through this, but I do want to start with the pain of Jacob's parents and sisters. Rev.
I talked to his father last night, and he apparently his father, which is Jacob's grandfather, had been an AME minister and civil rights leader who, ironically, I knew when I was a young kid. And it was so emotional, as much as I've gone through this, for him to keep saying to me what he really said to the nation today, and that is that why would they shoot my son in the back, holding on to the back of his T-shirt? When is this going to stop, Reverend? He was on his way. The father was coming to the March Martin the 3rd, and I had called for this Friday anyway. He said, "I never thought I'd be coming for my son. When is it going to stop?" And that is why I think that Attorney Crump said it right. We have got to pass legislation that makes it clear in this country that police are not above the law. This George Floyd Policing and Justice Act that has already passed the House of Representatives, that Mitch McConnell will not bring in front of the Senate. That's one of the reasons for the march, the others for voting rights in John Lewis' name. It would make police become felons if they commit crimes, if they press against someone's ability to breathe, which George Floyd and Eric Garner went through. It would make them liable, where it's not only on the city, it suspends their immunity, and they must be transparent in their background. We must make it where police understand they will pay and they will become felons if, in fact, this continues. In the 60s, we changed laws. And when I was a little boy, that was the movement that I grew up studying. And we must have laws. There's been no legislative response to this era. To have George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, all of this now to Blake inside of 3 months in the middle of a pandemic, it shows how reckless this is. And all of the ones I named involve law enforcement other than Arbery. This must end, and the Congress must deal with it. And this year, where we have an election where 20 Senate seats are up, if there ever was a time to raise it and go for legislative change, now's the time.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.